Welcome in to Piedmont, South Carolina, right here on the Wren Broadcast Network. You're going to get a whole lot of Blake Miller in the next 2 hours because the only one with a mic on his face at the moment. The Canes looking to keep the Upperstate series alive, trying to take down AC Flora Falcons. As maybe I'm not alone tonight. David Thompson arises from the dust across my right shoulder as Jake Hart toes the rubber for the Canes, coming in at 24-9, 11-4 in region play. The Falcons at 26-5 and 12-0 in region play look to lock up the job here on the road, but the Canes stand in their way with Jake Hart towing the rubber. Him and Austin Vincent have been the guys this season for the Canes. Looking at a little bit of notes for the lineups tonight, Cooper Sanders and Ty Davis have been the two names for the Canes that have added a little bit of pop to this lineup to get them through the postseason. Grayson Austin named to a 4A All-State team. And, of course, as we talked about the pitching, Vincent and Hart. As you'll see Hart tonight, they also want to get to Casey Hall down the stretch later in this one as he's slammed the door a lot this season for the Canes here in Piedmont. Charlie Scott gets things going for the Falcons. Also mentioned right field, a freshman, and Colton Motley for the Canes here in the Upper State's been a big bat for the blue and gold as well. First pitch swinging for the Falcons is Scott. That goes foul, 0-1 for Hart. Tanner Smith at third base. Grayson Austin at short. Wincop at second. Ty Davis at first as Hart delivers pitch number 2. Just misses to make it 1-1. If anyone was tuned in to AC Flora Tuesday night, a quick one on the road. Looking for more bats tonight as that one sails up and out of play right behind the bleachers. 1-2 as Hart jumps ahead. Lucas Volkmer, also the catcher tonight, behind the plate here on the infield. Outfield, left to right, Gage Knight and Tyler Youngblood and Colton Motley as Jake Hart looks for out number 1. Delivery to Scott. That finds right down the middle. Hart finds out number 1 for strikeout number 1. And 12 starts out nice as he gets a round of applause from the fans in blue and gold tonight. Roper Winsky playing second base, steps in for the Falcons, trying to get hit number 1 here on the road. A warm one to start as it starts to cool down here in Piedmont. Off-speed pitch number 1, away for ball number 1. Wind blowing from right to left. That one's fouled straight back, 1-1. We sit to Winsky. Hernandez brothers due up next for the Falcons. Have done a lot of damage for the Falcons. 1-1, socked up the middle. Youngblood takes one step in and stops in his tracks for out number 2 as that one was a missile to center. But Youngblood there. 2 up, 2 down for Hart. And for Falcons fans, big piece of their offense steps into the box now. Dylan Hernandez, the catcher for AC Flora, hit a bomb in game number 1. The Falcons eventually won 2-1 at home. First pitch just misses for ball 1. Here in the first, Hart looks dialed. A lot of strikes. 2 misses quickly to Hernandez. As with no one on, we'll see if Hart wants to attack the catcher. 2-0 delivery from 12. Comes inside, pops it up. Ty Davis takes a look at it down the foul line, and he'll make the play. 3 up, 3 down. Jake Hart gets it started here in Piedmont. We come back, the Canes bats trying to get it going here in Piedmont and the Upper State Championship here in 4A. jump the start, but now we're back after the break. Sam McCutcheon, the 6'1 right-hander, toes the rubber for AC Flora. Grayson Austin, the 4A All-State shortstop, gets it started for the Canes as he tries to get the hit party started. At the top of the lineup, Austin, Wincop, and Motley do up in the 1-2-3 for the Canes. McCutcheon nods his head. He's ready to go. First pitch comes up and in, ball one. Austin's been very valuable on the base paths if the Canes can get him on. Couple stolen bases throughout the postseason. Second one finds the outside corner, 1-1. McCutcheon goes out speed, 2-1 as Austin grabs control. Throw a little bit off the glove of McCutcheon. He goes and retrieves it, 2-1 now with no one out. Spot in the state championship may be up for grab tonight as Austin grabs one and rips it into left center. Center fielder and left fielder charging, and the center fielder for the Falcons and Charlie Scott makes the play for out number one. Shep Wincop steps in, playing second base tonight for the Canes in a 2-hole. Wincop, one of those consistent bats for Coach Thompson and the Canes. Up here at the top of the lineup. First pitch off speed, finds it for strike one. McCutcheon has leaned on the over-the-top curveball a lot here early. So that one breaks in the dirt. Wincop now 0-2 with one out. McCutcheon looking for his first strikeout of the first. Colton Motley, the freshman, in the on-deck circle. 0-2. Wincop makes contact off the end of the pitcher's mound. Second baseman throw over in time for out number two as the Falcons go 1-2 as well. Roper Winsky over there to make the play at second. As the aforementioned freshman, Colton Motley. Takes a lot for a freshman to play for head coach Randy Thompson. Only a couple have done it, including All-State shortstop and Grayson Austin. Motley sees ball one. McCutcheon looking for another ball. Motley can find his way on. The big bat of Cooper Sanders looms on deck. DH tonight for the Canes. 1-0 from McCutcheon. Off speed in there for strike one. Leaned down and early, able to throw it for strikes here in inning number one. 1-1. Goes fastball. Motley pops it up and out of play. 1-2. Here in the first, got to think these Canes batters going to take a little moment to get adjusted to seeing a big breaking curveball coming in for a strike and then a fastball right after it. 1-2 with two outs. McCutcheon looking for the outside corner, 2-2. The 6'1 right-hander steps off the rubber here in the first. 2-2 from McCutcheon. Goes fastball. Motley able to stay alive. David Thompson, we're here. This would be, at this point, a quality AB. That's what they're looking for tonight for the blue and gold. 2-2 with two outs. McCutcheon to Motley. Goes maybe an off-speed pitch there for strike number three. Out number three for McCutcheon as the Canes go back to defense here in the Upperstate Championship. back here in Piedmont, the Wren Broadcast Network. Thanks for everyone tuned in tonight. Of course, there were a lot of AC Flora fans probably tuned into the Flora broadcast. If you're not, you're locked in here, we appreciate you as well. As for the Falcons, Tyler Hernandez, right fielder, steps into the box to face Hart first. First pitch up and away for ball one. Hart, one strikeout in the first if you're just tuning in. No one with a knock yet. Looks like a pitcher's duel here early as Hart finds strike one. Mentioned it pregame. Game one was a similar flow, a pitcher's duel, 2-1 battle. A home run was the decider as Hart goes low to make it 2-1. Tyler playing right field for the Falcons tonight. Pitch goes low. Now Hart behind 3-1. Hernandez threatening a walk as the first base runner of the night. Hart finds it up and over the second baseman's head. Right fielder there for the Canes, but Hernandez, the first knock for the Falcons, first knock of the ball game to put a runner on first here in the top of the second.
Third baseman, Jack Chetwood.
Walks us into Jack Chetwood, third baseman tonight. Right-handed bat for AC Flora. Gaines looking for a ground ball to quickly make it 2 outs and no runners on. Would love it if it was in one pitch. Quick pickoff move. Hart looks to first. Davis dives to make sure the ball doesn't get away. Flora guys in the dugout think, we know that move. You're just going to get it, leaning on the player, diving on him. Ty Davis would disagree. Nothing after the pickoff. Popped up. Can Davis get to this one? Goes down the first base line. And he does not make the play. I got a groan. I heard the groan from the AC Flora side, so I was thinking that maybe he caught it, but I think everyone was like, I kind of want to see him catch it. 0-1 regardless. Chetwood versus Hart. Hernandez takes his lead off first. Comes inside quickly, 0-2. Hart looking for K number 2 here in inning number 2. Right-hander has been asked to throw in a lot of big moments for the Canes. None much bigger than this. 0-2. Goes off speed. That one's delivered in the center. Youngblood takes a couple steps back. He'll be there to make the play for out number 1. As hard contact, but an out as the Canes will take it 1 on, 1 away for the Falcons and Monty Lafitte.
First baseman, Monty Lafitte.
Lafitte playing first tonight for AC Flora. Hernandez still on first with the leadoff base knock. Austin and Wincop up the middle looking to turn 2. Ground ball foul to make it 0-1. Get Austin to remind me here eventually who the lower state matchup is. I want to say Camden, maybe in that group of teams. As Hart delivers the 0-1 off speed, goes down the first baseline and foul. 0-2 with 1 out for Hart. North Augusta and Airport. I believe North Augusta might be the team that upset Camden in the lower state semis. I'm being told Camden's Upperstate.
They upset
Gray Collegiate, that's what was throwing me off. 0-2, 1 out. Goes away, 1-2. Nice miss from Hart to see if he would offer. Airport Definitely known as a big-time baseball team here in the state. 1-2 from Hort. Off speed gets him to offer at it. First strikeout, number 2 for Jake Hart, and the big out, number 2, here in inning number 2.
The designated hitter, Rohan Bremer.
Rohan Bremer steps in for the Falcons, DHing tonight. Looking to keep this inning alive for AC Flora. Hort trying to close the door with only the leadoff single. Off speed, nice block from Volper. Comes inside on the feet. Youngblood goes backwards. He's going to the wall, and he runs out of room. Over the sea and Canes, and with 2 outs, the Flora Falcons strike first here on the road to make it 2-0 as Monty Lafitte goes straight away center field here in Piedmont. And if you're a Cane fan, you felt like you were 1 pitch away from getting out of it. That's the offense the Falcons bring to Piedmont. They can create some 2-out magic here on the road. But if you're Hart, got to go next pitch, next moment. Plenty of ball game to play. Canes have an offense that have come back from a lot more than 2. Still 2 outs for Hart's. Joe Ray steps in. And correction, that was Rohan Bremer that hit that home run for the Falcons. Fakes the bunt. Nice pitch from Hart. Just misses to make it 1-0. Comes inside. Ground ball to third. Smith over there to make the play for out number 3. The Canes give up 2 off the 2-run bomb from Bremer. Offense looking to respond in the bottom half here in Piedmont. Back here in Piedmont, Cooper Sanders looking to make it 2-1 quickly. As the leadoff man for the Canes can hopefully take a big swing here and make it 2-1. Due up, Tanner Smith, Ty Davis right behind him. To face Sam McCutcheon, who went 1-2-3 in the first. First pitch comes inside for ball 1. McCutcheon also 2 Ks to his name after inning number 1. Off speed comes up and in. 2-0 to Sanders. McCutcheon changes balls once again. A lot of the over-the-top breaking balls have missed in warm-ups. Been able to locate it for strikes in game. Comes up and in 3-0. Sanders threatening a leadoff walk here in the second. McCutcheon with a 3-0. Comes up and in, and Sanders 4-pitch walk. Not a guy the Falcons want to see take a swing here in the second. Tanner Smith, the third baseman who made the play for out number 3, steps in for the Canes. Looking to keep it rolling and move Sanders over. Thompson calls out the signs. Maybe trying to get the Falcons to take a look at Sanders at first. 0-0 from McCutcheon. Smith goes after the first pitch down the first base line. First baseman and right fielder coming together, and the second baseman able to make the play for out number 1. A nice play from Winsky over there in the hole. Roper Winsky at second for the Falcons makes the play for out number 1. Ty Davis steps in for the Canes, a guy that's went deep in this postseason run. Lucas Fulmer on deck for the Canes as well. Off speed in the dirt. Nice block from Hernandez. 1-0. Ty Davis, one of the guys that have propelled the Canes here in the postseason, was a couple of big swings. 1-0 from McCutcheon. A little too quick on the fastball, makes it 1-1. Sanders off of first, 1 out. Off speed in for strike 2. McCutcheon's ability to locate that big breaking ball for strikes has been the difference here in innings 1 and 2. McCutcheon and Davis, 1-2, 1 out. Davis makes contact, ground ball to third. Throw to second in time. Throw to first, not made, as Davis is safe at first, but 2 out, 1 on for Lucas Fulmer and the Canes.
The pitcher, Lucas Fulmer.
Ty Davis on, 2 outs. McCutcheon hasn't grabbed another strikeout. Still 2 to his name. Fulmer trying to keep the inning going. Looking for their own 2-out magic. McCutcheon comes set 1-0. Fastball fouled away, 1 apiece. Hernandez grabs a piece of it. Hump will give him some time to walk it off. Looks like rubbing the right hand right against his knee guard. But seems to be okay. 1-1, 2 outs as Volkmer steps back in versus McCutcheon. Davis leads off first. Gage Knighton in the on-deck circle. Down the line as Volkmer finds just enough space down the third base line. And now 2 on, 2 outs for Gage Knighton and the Canes. Just because we're sitting in this exact moment, I got flashbacks from, I believe, it was a Hall brother that sent one down the line versus Daniel when the Canes walked it off for game 1 right here in Beamont. As that one just creeped over the third base bag. Able to stay fair, 2 on, 2 outs. Gage Knighton looking for a swing. McCutcheon in his first sign of trouble here in the second. Tyler Youngblood would be due up next. Quick pickoff move to second, not in time as Davis back in safely. Big, nice area to put a baseball between short and third at the moment. And he goes that way, looking for a hole. It gets down. Here comes Ty Davis. Knighton looking to score one, and Davis is actually going to stay at third, but it's all loaded up. 2 outs, and Tyler Youngblood stepping to the plate here in the second. It was going to be a really close play at the plate if Davis was to go fully. As I think Hernandez actually was able to back up and grab it and probably would have met Davis at the plate. We'll see if that call becomes a costly one for the Canes. As Tyler Youngblood steps up, 2 outs. McCutcheon with nowhere to put him. Grayson Austin looms on deck. Off speed in for strike one. It's been his bread and butter when he needs a strike. He finds it early against Youngblood. Oh, 1 from McCutcheon. Fastball as Youngblood fouls it off the pole. 0-2. Davis on third. Faulkner, or I believe the Kings have a pinch runner on second. Engage Knighton off of first. Here in Piedmont, the fans clapping. 0-2, 2 outs. McCutcheon comes set. Delivery from 22. Goes high and in. Youngblood able to stay alive. And the crowd pop that would happen if Youngblood's able to find space here in Piedmont. McCutcheon trying to keep it quiet here early and cling to the 2-0 lead. 0-2 from 22. Goes off speed, finds the outside corner, and that's strike number 3. His third strikeout keeps the bases loaded, and the Canes trail by 2. Headed to the top of the third here in Piedmont for the Upperstate Championship. Back here in Piedmont, Upperstate Championship spot on the line. Logan Price gets it started for the Falcons after the 2-run shot in the top of the second. Jake Hart looking for a quick one in response to get the Canes bats back up. Looks for a hole, finds one over the second baseman's head. Logan Price on with a leadoff single, 1 pitch in here in the top of the third.
Center fielder Charlie Scott.
Walks us back into Charlie Scott at the top of the lineup for the Falcons from AC Flora. How the second inning started, 1 single, and then Hart was able to get back-to-back outs As there goes the runner, throw down from Volkmer, not in time, as Price in safely and fairly quickly after pitch number 1. Bulk. Should have been ball 1, I believe. They give a strike on the board, so we'll find out as the at-bat continues as Price leads off second. Fake bunt attempt. Makes it 2-0. Quick pickoff move, not in time on Price at second as his leads continue to get bigger after the stolen base. Two-0 from Hart. Fastball popped up and out of play. Always waiting for the moment where everyone looks up, kind of gives up on it, and just lands right here on the desk. That'll happen one of these days. One of these days it will happen. 2-1 from Hart. Quick pickoff move, also not in time. Nice stop for Wincop at second. Charlie Scott with a runner in scoring position. 2-1, no one out. Top of the third here in Piedmont. Looking for a bunt again. Tanner Smith charging, looking for the barehanded play. He won't be able to grab it. Runners on the corners with no one out for the Falcons here in the top of the third. Nothing. Runners on the corners, no one out. Roper Winsky able to step in, the second baseman for the Falcons. Canes looking to limit the damage, looking for strikeouts, pop-ups, something to keep the runners where they are. Falcons looking to bunt. Quick pickoff for first, not in time. Price off third, Scott off first. Looking to bunt again. Comes inside and hits him. Winsky will take first. Bases loaded, no one out. And looks like Landon Smith going to go have a chit-chat with pitcher Jake Hart here in the top of the third. Now the situation the Canes wanted to find themselves in. Bases loaded. Dylan Hernandez, the catcher, stepping up to the plate for the Falcons. As the pitching coach and Landon Smith trying to ease the nerves of 12 here early. Again, we thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Thank all of our sponsors for making each athletic year possible. Of course, me and Austin never know what the future of all of this looks like day by day. We're happy we're able to do this Upperstate Championship. One of the bigger moments I think we can add to our list of things we've done at Wren High School is I couldn't tell you the last time I think Wren Baseball played in an Upperstate Championship, and that could be Blake not knowing what he's talking about, but I believe not in a time period where me and Austin would be able to call it. So we're here and looking for some magic, trying to look for a play at the plate here. No one out, 3 runners on versus Dylan Hernandez, who's one of the top prospects in the state at catcher here in 4A. Hart delivery. Off speed popped up, and that's what the Canes will take. Shep takes a couple steps to his left, makes the play for out number 1. A huge out number 1 here in the top of the third.
Right fielder Tyler Hernandez.
Now Tyler Hernandez will step in. Swap sides of the plate. And if you're the Canes, multitude of things can happen. Looking for another pop-up, looking for a strikeout, a ground ball that you can go home to first or turn two up the middle. Plenty of options. Looking for one of them. Nothing from Hart. Doesn't find the outside corner, 1-0. Two nothing Falcons lead in the top of the third. Fastball comes inside, 2-0. Now a situation, 12. You feel like gotta find the strike zone here. 2-0, one out, nowhere to put them. Lace down the third baseline, but it will go foul and greet the guys tailgating out in left field. As we sit 2-1. People everywhere you can fit a human here in Piedmont for the Upperstate Championship. I will not look behind me as Austin keeps asking me to. I'll take his word for it. 2-1, one out from Hart. Doesn't find the outside corner. 3-1. Nowhere to put Tyler Hernandez. 3-1 from Jake Hart. Goes up and away, and that will score a run. 3-0 Falcons here with one out. As Jack Chetwood will make his trot to the plate with bases still juiced and only one out. Brody gives us the knowledge we need, 2015. And I know Brody's thinking, Blake, we went to high school at the same time. You know, there is the greats of the Ryan Ammons, guys like that. Talk with Carter Willis very frequently. I know a lot about that baseball team. Hate to be the guy to say it. I didn't watch. Wasn't here tuned in. 0-1 from Hart. Correction, 0-0. Misses low. Nice block from Volkman. Tiny little droplets fall from the sky. 1-0 from 12. Looking for a bunt down the first baseline. Throw to first. In time to Wincott. That'll score another one. But 2 outs for the Canes. Now 4-0 AC Flora here in the top of the third.
First baseman, Monty Latrice.
Jack Chetwood will be given the RBI with a sacrifice bunt. Walks us into Monty Lafitte. And Monty will stop and have a chit-chat with his third base coach. Randy will take his opportunity to chat with Jake Hart once more here in the top of the third. Canes have given up 2 in the third and second and third. Of course, if you're just tuning in late in the second, Rohan Bremer took the Canes deep to make it 2-0 with 2 outs. And here in the third, it started with another leadoff single. Some walks. And we're here at 4-0. Hart looking for out number 3. Monty Lafitte trying to keep this inning going with runners on second and third. Osby gets past the third baseman. Austin can't get to it. That'll score 1. Runner will stay at third as the Falcons add on once more with 2 outs here in the top of the third inning.
The designated hitter, Rohan Bremer.
And a guy the Falcons are happy to see back up here in the third. Hit a homer in the second to make it 2-0. He's got 2 runners back on. And the Falcons are leading 5-0 here on the road. Brimmer DHing tonight. And Volkmer will stop and go chit-chat with Hart. I think the umps even trying to talk to each other like, I don't know if we're supposed to allow this to happen. We just allowed it to happen. Randy kind of made the talk to go chit-chat with Hart, but maybe trying to get an arm loosened in the pen, and that is exactly what the Canes were doing. As we have a new pitcher, we'll talk about it when we come back right here on the Wren Broadcast Network. Back here in Piedmont, talked about it pregame. This is a guy that Randy Thompson wants the ball in his hand in big moments to get outs late in the game. Not able to kind of save him for the late game portion of this one, but kind of in the situation where we got to get out of a jam and need a repetition of outs. And Casey Hall has been able to do that for the Canes a lot this season. Thompson will turn to the left-hander here in the third. Rohan Brimmer, aforementioned 2-run home run in the top of the second with 2 outs as well. Comes up and in to Brimmer for ball 1. Hall comes set to 1-0. Runners off the corners. On the corners. Misses low 2-0. Plenty of 2-out magic for the Falcons here on the road early in this one. Misses away 3-0 to Brimmer. From Hall. Looking for the bottom of the zone. Misses low and loads him back up with 2 outs.
Shortstop, Joe Race.
Shortstop and Joe Ray steps in. Bases juiced, 2 outs for the Falcons. Already scored 3 here in the third, looking for more. Hall steps off and takes a breather, looking for a pitch. Delivery from Hall. Fine strike one. Nice start against Ray. A 1 from Hall. Comes up and in, evens things up, 1 apiece with 2 outs. Looking to jump in front of Ray here with 2 outs. Lefty comes set, takes a look at second, delivers, goes upstairs 2-1.
Hey, let's go, CR! We're not worried about second base. Let's go, bud. Hey, right here, let's go.
2-1, 2 outs. Runner on a bag, delivery from Hall. Pops up out of play, evens things up, 2 apiece. Now Hall and Canes faithful can field a little bit more. Real opportunity to get out of the third here. Lefty shakes off. Pitch 1, 2-2 with 2 outs. Finds it. Hall slams the door. Doesn't allow any more to cross. The Falcons lead 5-0 head to the bottom of the third here in Piedmont in the Upperstate Championship here in Flora. Back here in Piedmont, spot for the 4A state championship on the Upperstate side of things. On the line here in South Carolina. The Falcons trying to solidify it tonight as they lead 5-0. But the Canes want to have something to say and send this thing back to AC Flora for a game 3. Grayson Austin looking to get things started here in the bottom half of the third. First pitch, that breaking ball all night long so far has been finding its way for a strike. And that's big for McCutcheon here early. Second one lifted up over the shortstop's head for a leadoff single from Grayson Austin, the 4A All-State shortstop. He's fired up on first, trying to get the Canes bats going. Shep Wentcop will look to keep the parade rolling. Austin Wentcop, Motley due up this inning. Second time the Canes have seen McCutcheon here in the third. Austin takes the lead off first. Will he be moving? No. As McCutcheon finds strike one with a fastball. Austin kicking up dirt with his leadoff first. Delivery from McCutcheon comes up and in and goes behind us to quickly make it 0-2. McCutcheon with 3 Ks tonight. He'll look for another baseball here in the third. And a guy that's thrown his breaking ball as well as he has, I don't blame him for changing baseballs every inning. 0-2 from McCutcheon. Off-speed lifted up and towards the bleachers. And caught by a fan in the stands. Luckily not for the Canes, not banana ball, so we get it. I got to laugh out of Austin, so it doesn't matter if anyone at home thought that was cringy. I wanted to make this guy laugh. That was 0-2, 1-2, missing upstairs from McCutcheon. Austin off first with a leadoff single, 1-2 to Chef Wincott. Colton Motley stands on deck. Fastball lifted up out of play. Wincott able to stay alive. Can Wincott find a hole or keep the EB alive again? 1-2 from McCutcheon. Fastball. Wincott able to stay alive. .22 steps off. He'll take a walk towards second. Now ready to go, McCutcheon and Wincott. 1-2, no one out. Austin off first. There goes Grayson. And Wincott delivers to left, but it'll be directly to the left fielder and a throw in to first. Not in time as Austin able to get back to the bag, but laced for Wincott for out number 1. Walks us into the freshman, Colton Motley, playing right field tonight. Looking for a knock here in the bottom of the third to move Austin over. Fastball, Motley delivers towards the football field. Starts behind 0-1. McCutcheon comes set, been able to find the strike zone a lot tonight. 0-1 delivery will not be made as he steps off and takes another walk to second base. Austin 2-step lead off first, 0-1 from 22. Fastball misses low. Evens things up 1 apiece for Motley. Quick pickoff move, not in time as Austin's hop to his right. Gets the throw over. And now Hernandez will go have a chat with McCutcheon here in a 1-1. Cooper Sanders stands on deck. 4-pitch walk his first time up. Would love to see the Falcons kind of have to pitch to him. Quick pickoff move, not in time. McCutcheon set. 1-1 delivery. Will not be made again. I think it's been 1-1 for a good 5 minutes now. Will we get a 1-1 from McCutcheon? We will. Ground ball down the third baseline. Gets past the third baseman. The freshman delivers. Austin round second, but he'll stay there. 2 on, 1 out for Coop Sanders here on the bottom of the third. What an AB from the freshman as McCutcheon tried his best to throw the timing off, make him wait. Couple throws over, a couple walks to second, and the freshman able to find a gap down the third baseline. Can Sanders become a difference here early and find a gap or some trees? Nothing. 2 on, 1 out. And McCutcheon steps off. He'll have a chat now with a coach from AC Flora. And Randy eagerly awaiting to see if McCutcheon's going to stay toeing the rubber. And the OG Thompson will have some fun upstairs with his sound effects here in Piedmont. Again, thank you to everyone tuned in tonight. A special moment for all these guys. Of course, as we talked about, doesn't happen very often for many schools in the state of South Carolina. And we're grateful to be able to stream this for you and let everyone at home and away watch these guys hopefully play for a chance in the state championship. As the talks are over, nothing as Cooper Sanders looks ready to rock here in Piedmont with 2 on, 1 out. Tanner Smith in the on-deck circle now for the Canes if this one keeps rolling. McCutcheon doesn't fire. Takes a look at second. And it'll be interesting to see the recipe and what they throw to Sanders. He didn't see a strike and AB number 1. And here comes the coach again. Sanders will take a slow walk back to the dugout as he doesn't look very excited that he's going to have to wait much longer. And now McCutcheon's day will be done as he'll get a round of applause from the Falcons faithful. And he had a really good outing, able to get out of bases loaded situations, a couple of Ks. Breaking ball was able to find for strike early and often as the Falcons turn to a new arm here in Piedmont in the bottom half of the third. Back here at Wren High School, both teams swap handedness as they go from right to left. As Lucas Price will toe the rubber for AC Flora, and he'll face the big bat of Cooper Sanders. As Sanders tries to become a difference here in the bottom of the third with 1 out and 2 on versus the Falcons. Again, Tanner Smith stands on deck. Comes right down Broadway, and Sanders swings at pitch number 1 to make it 0-1 quickly. Time called from Sanders. Braves chant coming from the Canes dugout. 0-1. Looking for the pickoff. Doesn't throw it towards Austin at second. Oh, as Price comes set. 1 out, 2 on delivery. Comes inside. Sanders fouls it back. 0-2. Now to the big right-handed bat for the blue and gold. Price comes set. 0-2. Pickoff. Looking in the center field. Austin will turn around and decide not to run to third as that one thrown directly to the center fielder. Almost looked intentionally trying to get Austin to go to third. Runners stay where they are. 0-2, 1 out for Coop Sanders. 0-2 from Price. Misses away, bounces off the catcher. Austin moves. Motley moves. Runners on second and third with 1 out. As Sanders now has 2 in scoring position here in the bottom of the third. One, 2, 1 out. Price looking for one more strike. Sanders looking for some real estate. 1-2 from 31. Comes inside and low. And a ball that almost hit him in the feet. That is almost unbelievable that I just watched that happen. Nothing makes it 2 outs, and now with 2 out and 2 on, Price is going to get an opportunity to get out of it, and he does not deserve it here in the third. I think everyone had a natural reaction of, did we watch that happen? I think Coop Sanders would have had a better opportunity if he would have hit with his foot. I think he could have touched it. Nothing from Price. As Smith fouls it down the first base line. And a ball game like this, in a moment like that, just you feel like can't take the bat out of Coop Sanders' hands. Right fielder and left fielder will swap spots. Oh, 1 with 2 outs. Oh, 1 from Price. Fine strike 2. Smith just behind it. And now Lucas Price with an opportunity to strand 2 more for the Canes. 0-2, 2 outs. Delivery from 31. And he gets it. Canes strand 2 more in the bottom half of the third after a controversial Sanders strikeout. as the Canes go back to defense on the top of the fourth. Down 5-0 here in the 4A Upperstate Championship. Casey Hall back on the rubber, looking for the last half inning strike zone for the Canes, with no one on and no one out for the Falcons. Logan Price steps in, 9-hole hitter for the Falcons. First pitch misses away. Volkmer can't get his glove to it. 1-0. As Volkmer comes back to the backstop. Hall kind of tapped his chest towards the dugout. Maybe last pitch. He says on him. 1-0 delivery from 3. Comes up and in. 2-0. Just misses upstairs. 3-0. Price threatening a leadoff walk. Strike one called for Hall. Comes back down the middle, takes something off of it. 3-2 now as Hall has worked himself back into it. 3-2. Looking for out number 1. And that one slapped to left. Drops in front of left fielder for the Canes, I believe. Gage Knighton out there on left. It's a leadoff single for the Falcons from Price in their 9-hole. Charlie Scott steps in, leadoff man for AC Flora. The last 3 innings for the Falcons have started with a leadoff single as well. Looking for a bunt down the first base line. Davis throw to first in time to Wincott for out number 1. The Falcons do a job, get their runner in scoring position. Brings up Roper Winsky.
Second baseman, Roper Winsky.
This top of the lineup for the Falcons has been in a lot of meaningful situations in the ABs early. Winsky and the Hernandez brothers especially. There goes the runner to third. Throw to third, not in time, is Price in there with a stolen base to put a runner on third with 1 out. With 1 out. Falcons have not been afraid to bunt here early. They let Winsky swing away, now 2-0. From Hall. Comes inside, lifted to left field. Knighton tracks his way back to the fence and drops it right at the fence. That'll score one. Winsky stands on second after the air and left and makes it 6-0 with one out here in the fourth.
Catcher Dylan Hernandez.
It's talking with us between the break. It just feels like here early it's things kind of stacking on top of each other. Kane's looking for one of those positive momentum shifters to get things going in their direction. Nothing with one out. Big swing and miss on the changeup to make it 0-1. Hall looks at second. Will throw over, not in time. Falcons have scored in the second, third, and now fourth. Pitch misses away to even things up at one apiece. I think the Canes also looking to regain control of a little bit of the pace of this baseball game as the Falcons feel like they've slowed it down a ton here through 4 or 3 in and out. Two-1 now to Dylan Hernandez. Scott in the center. Youngblood makes his way back to the walls, takes a step forward. He'll make the play for out number 2 as Hernandez with a loud out 2 for the Falcons. Walks us in to Tyler Hernandez, the lefty, playing right field tonight for EC Flora. Hall trying to limit it to just the 1. All speed looking for the inside half of the plate. Ball 1. Smacked into right field. That'll get down. Looks like it'll plate 1 as a throw home, not in time, as Hernandez grabs another RBI and 2 runs scored here in the fourth for the Falcons to make it 7-0 here in Piedmont. As this Falcons offense that the Canes held to 2 in game 1 has made the trip here on the road.
Flame Knight running for AC Flora at first base.
Jack Chetwood will step in right-handed bat versus Hall. 2 outs
Jack Chetwood.
here in the top of the fourth. Nothing from Hall. He goes for the pickoff. Nice move. Throw to second in time as Hall picks off the runner going for second. Falcons add 2 more. They lead 7-0 here at home in the Upperstate 4A Championship.
baseman.
Canes looking for momentum here in the bottom of the fourth. Ty Davis, a.k.a. Sticks, looking to do it for him. To start off the bottom half, he'll face Lucas Price, newly on the rubber from an inning ago. Left-hander looks to get things started. Comes inside for strike one. One thing Falcons pitching has done tonight is find strike one. Goes up and away, evens things up at peace, 1-1. Davis, Folkmer, and Knighton do up for the Canes. Misses low, 2-1. Delivery from Price. Misses away. 3-1. Now Davis threatening a walk as a leadoff base runner here in the fourth. Three-1 from Price. Comes inside, finds strike two.
Relax and see.
3-2, no one out. No one on as Davis looks to be the leadoff man. That comes inside, ball four. Ty Davis, leadoff base runner for the Canes. And Lucas Volkmer, the man behind the plate defensively tonight, who delivered one down the third baseline, steps in with no one out and one on.
Catcher, Lucas Volkmer.
Up and high for ball one. Knighton on deck, Youngblood in the hole. Swing and miss from Volkmer, even things up one apiece. Austin talked about it earlier as I brought it up. Big crowd here for an Upperstate championship game from both sides. Falcons and Hurricanes. 1-1 delivery from Price. Goes low and away, 2-1. Davis leads off first. Misses low, 3-1. Now against Volkmer as well. Able to battle back against Davis and make it 3-2. Would love it if he just handed it to Volkmer for free. 3-1 from Price. Goes up and in. Volkmer works a walk. 2 on, no one out. And maybe a little that positive momentum as the Canes bottom of the lineup comes up with Knighton and Youngblood before Grayson Austin re-racks things at the top.
Let's go, G.
Hello, Wren for Wren at first base.
Devin Hutto will run at first.
Relax, Nate. Let's go.
Knighton with 2 on and no one out. Squares the bunt. Price turns around for a pickoff and doesn't throw. Knighton squares again. Pulls it back, ball 1. Canes would love it if Price was nice enough to load him up for free and let Youngblood stand in the box and get a swing off. 1-0 from Price. Comes inside on the bunting. Knighton pops it up and out of play, 1-1. Expect Price to live on the inside half of the plate versus Knighton here if he squares again. 1-1. Quick pickoff move, no throw. Now lied, not a quick pickoff move, a slow one. Wrong adjective added. 1-1. Comes inside, Knighton fouls it away. 1-2. Tyler Youngblood in the on-deck circle. Looking for one of those sparks. Can Knighton be the guy with no one out? And 2 on. 1-2 from Price. Goes up and away, misses everything, and now the runners are moved over a bag, and the double play is out of question in a 2-2 count. And here comes the pitching coach to have a chit-chat. And a 2-2, 2 runners on situation here in Piedmont. And it looks like Price's day will be done. We come back, we'll take a look at the new pitcher toeing the rubber. 2-2, no out, 2 on for the Canes here in the bottom half of the fourth. Back here in Piedmont, Riggs Scott, the new man toeing the rubber for the Falcons, a right-hander versus Gage Knighton here in a 2-2, 2-on situation for the Canes with no one out. Delivery from Scott. Fouled away. Knighton stays alive, 2-2. Riggs Scott, 5'9", 170 right-hander. Two-two delivery. Fading in play. First baseman and catcher come together, and no one makes the play. Still 2-2, no one out. It went in the air. Austin thought about it for half a second and moved quickly. 2-2 with no one out as we reset again.
All right, G, straight one out.
Pato off second. Scott delivers. Knighton pops that one up down the third baseline. Third baseman takes a look at it. He'll make the play for out number 1. With about half a foot to spare down the third base line. Tyler Youngblood looking to be a spark with 2 on and 1 out now. Before the top of the lineup flips over with Grayson Austin. And the Canes string something together here in the 4th. Done it numerous amounts of times throughout the postseason. Nothing from Scott. Down the first baseline, hits the bag. Second baseman trying to get to it. No one's on the bag cover, and that'll score 1. Still 1 out. Youngblood delivers as the Canes strike here in the 4th. 7-1. And Grayson Austin steps in, and you can feel it. The Canes know this is a moment right here for the top of the lineup to grab some runs here in the 4th. The runner's on the corner for the All-State shortstop. Shep Wincop stands on deck. Canes looking for a crooked number here in the 4th. Scott delivers. Right down Broadway for strike 1. See if the Canes are aggressive with Youngblood off first to take away the double play. Time called from Austin. Oh, 1 as Scott comes set. There goes Youngblood. Austin fouls it off as Youngblood will make the walk back to first 0-2. One out here in the 4th. Runners on the corners. 0-2 from Scott to Austin. Off-speed goes up the middle. Shortstop makes a stab at it. Tags the bag, throw to first. Not in time. It gets past the first baseman. And Austin kind of took a shoulder off first base. But he'll score 1 and make it 7-2. Austin will take a second to collect himself as he took a tumble on his way to first. Shep Wincop will step into the batter's box with 1 on and 2 outs as the Canes have scored 2. Chance versus Riggs Scott to maybe add a couple more with some 2-out magic. Colton Motley now stands in the on-deck circle for the Canes. See if Austin's aggressive here with 2 outs. Quick pickoff move to first, not in time. Scott comes set, 0-0. Another pickoff move for Austin. G takes 1 extra step after the 2 throwovers. 0-0, 2 outs delivered from Scott. Comes inside for ball 1. Another pickoff for Austin. There goes G looking for second. Pickoff leads into an extra bag for 6. Now runner in scoring position for Wincott. I don't know if you're tuned in, not a Canes fan, you're thinking, the Canes are down 5. Not much going their way. You can feel it here. It feels like the momentum kind of shifting even with 2 outs, and the Canes still looking to add a couple more. Time called from Wincott. Scott steps off as the battle continues. This has been a great example of old-time baseball of early 2000s. Pitcher versus batter, 1-0 delivery. Fastball finds Broadway to make it 1-1. We got pitchers using multiple pickoff attempts. Batters calling time back-to-back. 1-1 with 2 outs from Scott. Off speed, first baseman gloves it. As the Canes grab 2 in the bottom half of the 4th, 7-2 the score as we head to the top of the 5th here in Piedmont in the 4A Upperstate Championship. Back here in Piedmont, Casey Hall back toeing the rubber. Trying to go 1-2-3 for the Canes, get these bats back going as they trail by 5 here in the Upperstate Championship. Jack Chetwood steps in. I have released some bad information to some young fans. As first pitch inside.
You are a terrible person, right?
Feel like I'm a role model for the youth.
You are a terrible example.
Let's just say the trash talk is going to pick up in the bottom back half of this game. 1-0. Hall to Chetwood. Misses low, 2-0. Chetwood takes his time, steps out of the box, settles the bat and gloves, and he's ready to rock in a 2-0 count. Falcons have had a leadoff single in the last 3 innings. First pitch low, or third pitch low, to make it 3-0. Now Chetwood threatening a walk here in the 5th. That's Hall misses low. Chetwood 4-pitch walk. Leadoff runner on first, which takes us to Monty Lafitte.
First baseman, Monty Lafitte.
Hall looking for a ground ball. First pitch in for strike 1. Chetwood leads off first. 0-1 from Hall. Off speed, able to get a swing and miss. 0-2 to Lafitte. Rohan Brimmer looms in the on-deck circle for the Falcons from AC Flora. Hall looking for a K for out number 1. Off speed misses away. 1-2. Chetwood started this inning off with a leadoff walk. Hall looking for out number 1 via the K. Off speed popped up. Center fielder and Tyler Youngblood takes a couple steps in, and he'll make the play for out number 1 as Chetwood makes a jog back to first, and that'll walk us into Rohan Brimmer doing the DH duties tonight for AC Flora.
The designated hitter, Rohan Brimmer.
Early in this one, 2-run shot to center field in the second to make this thing 2-0. Nothing from Hall. Off speed popped up. Lost that one in the sky, so if it kills me, it's been a long one. 0-1, 1 out. Oh, 1 out. Misses upstairs, 1-1. Hall comes set, takes a look at Chetwood off first. 1-1 delivery. Off speed, smacked in the left. Knighton not going to get to it as that one's take a bounce and go over the wall for a ground rule double. As Johan Brimmer has a home run and a OB double to put runners on second and third with 1 out for the Falcons. And Joe Ray playing shortstop tonight. They'll get a pinch runner in for Brimmer. Randy will make the walk to the mound for the Canes. Says we'll see if that is it for Casey Hall as they make a look to the bullpen. He raises his finger. That will do it. When we come back, we'll talk about it. Pierce Thompson will throw the rubber here in Piedmont for the Canes as they trail 7-2. Back here in Piedmont, Joe Ray steps into the batter's box. He'll face Pierce Thompson in relief. Left-hander for the Canes. 2 runners on, second and third, 1 out. Falcons lead 7-2. K would be big here for the Canes. First pitch misses low. Nice block from Volkmer. One out from Thompson. Able to get past Austin. That'll score 1. Second one rounds third. Throw home not in time as that'll score 2. A 1-out RBI double from the Falcons makes it 9-2. Coming from Joe Ray for AC Flora.
Left fielder, Logan Price.
Logan Price steps in, trying to keep the Falcons rally rolling. Canes looking to put a stop to it. Nothing from Thompson. Off speed, swing and miss from Price.
Logan, that's by you, bud. Logan, you're supposed to hit the ball.
0-1, 1 out. Man, the Canes faithful having fun, though. Gotta love it. Off speed, swing and miss. That was filthy from Thompson. 0-2 with 1 out. Looking for out 2 via the K. Back-to-back changeups have worked. Where does he turn to now? 0-2 delivery. Goes off speed up and away. Volkmer loses it. Ray able to move from second to third. That was a weird one. Volkmer caught it. Kind of didn't think he caught it. Looked at it, rolled away. 1-2 with 1 out. Davis walks up into the infield. Off speed, smoked in the left. Knighton can't get to it off the bounce, and it gets past him all the way to the fence. That'll score 1 and make it 10-2. And Logan Price will round second, but stay there. Another 1 out double to make it 10-2 here in the 5th.
Center fielder, Charlie Scott.
Charlie Scott, top of the lineup, steps in. The Falcons have scored 2-3 from the second to the 5th here on the road. As we talked pregame, felt like the offenses were going to be at play tonight. Of course, no one knew which one it was going to be. Nothing. Delivery from Thompson. Off speed, finds strike 1. Time called from Scott at the plate. Him and the base runner will have a chat with the third base coach. Volkmer and the Canes will have a chat with Thompson at the rubber. Scott ready to go. I'm going to grab Volkmer and the Canes. Winsky on deck. Would be due up next for the Falcons if they keep this one rolling. Or is due up next with 1 out here in the 5th. Tough part of the lineup the Kings haven't really figured out all night long here in the middle. Coming up after Scott, runner moving. Ball lifted into left field. Knighton runs in a room, but it goes off the fence. Scott rounding second, looking for third, thrown out at third for out number 2. As I believe Youngblood is who came over there to help off the wall bounce and able to throw in and get out number 2, but the Falcons grab another one to make it 11-2 here in the 5th. A wacky one here in Piedmont for a spot in the state championship. As Thompson trying to give his bats another chance in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch lifted to right. Looks like it's fair if it stays down, and it does to the fence. Smiley able to get over there and retrieve it. A 2-out double for Roper Winsky. As that walks us into Dylan Hernandez.
Catcher Dylan Hernandez.
And bad news after the double with 2 ounces. If you're a Keene fan, cannot allow that run to score on second. Need a big out number 3 here. The Canes want an opportunity to chip away at it. Nothing from Thompson. Takes a look at second, steps off, and walks towards second. Pierce comes set, delivers. Off speed away for ball 1.
Are you on your period?
Time called from Hernandez. I think maybe something that was said threw him off. 1-0 for Hernandez versus Thompson. 2 outs. Runner off second. Pitch away 2-0. Time called as Volkberg will go have a chat. Two nothing with 2 outs to Hernandez. Lefty on righty, 2 outs. Runner on second, takes his lead. Throw from Thompson. Big swing and miss from Hernandez, makes it 2-1. The off speed has worked to Pierce's favor thus far.
See the ball, kid. It's not that hard. See my ball.
Off the end of the bat, Davis comes up to make the play for out number 3. The Falcons add 4 more. Their lead balloons to 11-2. We come back, Canes bats trying to get something rolling here at home in the 4A Upperstate Championship. Welcome back to Piedmont. Canes trail 11-2 here in the Upperstate Championship Game 2. If you're locked in, ready for a big inning from the Canes, I want you to know you're just like me. Got to have faith until the last out is recorded. The Canes put up 2 last inning, looking to double it up here. Let's make it 4. First pitch inside for strike 1. Colton Motley gets things started. Cooper Sanders on deck. Tanner Smith in the hole for the Canes. Second pitch comes inside. Doesn't get over Scott's head. Toss over for out number 1 to start off the Canes half of the 5th. Sanders steps in.
Let's go, Sanders.
Nothing with 1 out. A guy that could put a charge into this atmosphere quickly. First pitch, strike 1 from Scott.
Hey, you good, Coop? Let's go. Good, Coop. All right, Coop.
0-1 is Scott moving quickly. Comes in Scott inside, and Sanders skies it away foul 0-2.
Be smart here, 0-2 count.
Just missing a couple of these fastballs in this at-bat and his last one. Can he get what he wants here? 0-2. Delivery from Scott. Comes inside. Sanders gets out of the way. 1-2. Comes inside, grabs a piece of the leg. 30 takes the trot to first after the hit by a pitch, and Tanner Smith will make his way to the plate.
Third baseman, Tanner Smith.
Yeah, Tanner.
Puts Ty Davis on deck. Sanders out first. Scott comes set. Nothing, 1 out here in the 5th. Fastball. Scott in a right center. Center fielder making his way into right center for the play, and out number 2. And as Ty Davis makes the trek to the plate, also Charlie Scott out there to make the catch for out number 2 for the Falcons.
Davis.
Right on right matchup with 2 outs here in the 5th. Davis v. Scott. Fastball swung and missed. Scott's leaned on that fastball inside and out. Oh, 1 comes upstairs and makes it 0-2.
Hey, sing a baseball. You got it.
Come on, Ty.
2 out, Sanders off of first. Davis trying to keep the train moving. 0-2 delivery from Scott. Fastball swung on and missed. The Canes strand 1, and the Falcons head to the top of the 6th, lead 11-2 here in the Upperstate Championship here in Flora. Hopefully back for everyone at home. If you stuck around with us, apologies, as we know we couldn't go a full 7 innings without something going awry. Rohan Bremer. Right-handed bat stepped in. 2 outs here against Thompson. 11-2 ball game here in the 6th. Comes inside, finds strike 1. Also, while we were away, Gage Knight made a diving play in left field for out number 2. And get a chance to show him love for that ground ball back to the pitcher. Thompson comes to field it, bobbles it, throw to first in time as the Canes keep it rolling. The bottom of the 6th we go here in Piedmont. Upperstate championship spot on the line. Back here in Piedmont, bottom of the 6th.
Catcher Lucas Volkmer.
Lucas Volkmer gets us started. Gage Knight and Tyler Youngblood do up as well versus Scott. First one fouled back, straight back to us to make it 0-1. Riggs Scott has been able to find the strike zone early and often in HAB, and that's been what's carried him to success thus far in relief. Off speed comes inside. Let Blake start talking about something. It'll change pretty quickly. Volkmer gets hit to put a runner on. And everyone at home, keep talking about how good this guy is, man. We're going to get some runners on. Scott will take a moment as Thompson will come have a chat with the ump. Gage Knighton coming off a big-time defensive play in left. In the top half of the 6th, will get his moment with a bat in his hand in the bottom half. Hutto, the pitch runner, off of first. Comes inside. Knighton grabs one and rips it in the center. Center fielder trailing towards the wall, and he'll make the play for out number 1. Ty Youngblood playing center field for the Canes will step in. Right-handed bat. Looking for some one-out damage with Grayson Austin and the top of the lineup coming up right behind him. Popped up. Youngblood goes to right. Right fielder takes a couple steps in and then backs up one for out number 2. One pitch for out number 2 and walks us into Grayson Austin. once more. We'll try this, hopefully, no more for the rest of the ball game if you're tuned in. 1-2, fouled away. Falcons stay alive. One, two, no one out here, still in the top of the 7th. Canes will have 3 more outs to try to keep the season alive. Popped up and out of play as we'll try it again. Thompson comes set in the 1-2 delivery. Off speed, swung on, fouled back. Sticks at 1-2. Try it again, 1-2, no one out. Thompson looking for a K to start off the 7th. Off speed, looking for the outside corner. Can't grab it. 2-2. Goes upstairs, runs it full. Lefty for the Canes comes sent 3-2 deliver. Goes upstairs and a full count walk for the Falcons to lead things off here in the top of the 7th.
Left fielder, Logan Price.
Logan Price, 9-hole hitter for the Falcons, steps in. Joe Ray leads off first after the walk. Off speed to first base. Davis comes up looking for the tag and gets one for out number 1. Puts a runner in scoring position for Charlie Scott, the center fielder. Runner in scoring position here in the top of the 7th for AC Flora. Top of the lineup has done a lot of the damage for the Falcons, 1-4. Fouled back at us. 0-1 quickly. Off speed in the dirt. Nice block from Volkmer, 1-1. One out after the ground ball. Thompson looking for number 2. Delivery from the left-hander. Goes low. Nice block once again from Volkmer. Michael Harris doing a job for the Braves. It's a good sign. For my fantasy team, as Austin made sure to relay. 2-1, 1 out. Smacked in the center. Youngblood running back to the wall. Will he run out of room? No. It will bounce off the wall and get to the right side of the wall. That'll score at least 1. Throw in. Will stop the runner at third. So a triple for Charlie Scott with 1 out here in the 7th to make it 12-2. That one felt like it hung in the air forever as it made its way towards the wall. As Roper Winsky steps in with one out. Runner still in scoring position for the Falcons. Nothing delivery. Off-speed smacks in a left. Knighton isn't going to get to it as it gets down fair. That'll score one. Winsky takes a big round, but it'll just be a RBI single for the Falcons to make it 13-2 here late. Thompson makes the trip out to the mound. That'll be it for Pierce Thompson as the Canes make one more switch here in the 7th. When we come back, we'll talk about it right here on the Wren Broadcast Network. Back here in Piedmont, Dylan Hernandez steps into the box. Devin Hutto, the new right-hander, towing the rubber for the blue and gold. First pitch in for strike one. Ground ball gets in this to the bottom half of the second, the 7th. Off-speed smack into left. Knighton able to track to it for out number 2. As Tyler Hernandez, the right fielder, will step in. Lefty, or actually, correction, it was pinch hit for last time up. McLean Knight back up for the Falcons from AC Flora. Boy, 2 outs here in the 7th. Hutto misses upstairs, 1-0 with 2 outs. Thanks for everyone who stuck in with us tonight. If you're still locked in, really appreciate it. 1-0 delivery. Comes inside. Davis can't get to it. Runner has to wait to react. Motley fumbles it in right. And no play at second as a 2-out double for Knight and the Falcons. Which brings up Jack Chetwood.
Jack Chetwood.
Canes looking for one more. Off-speed smacked in the center. Youngblood makes a couple steps to his right. And the third out as the Falcons add two more, make it 13-2. Canes down to their final 3 outs here in the Upper State Championship in 4A. Back here in Piedmont, bottom half of the 7th, final 3 outs for the Canes as Rick Scott still toeing the rubber. Shep Wincop gets things started. Colton Motley, Cooper Sanders behind him as actually, as Wincop gets hit in the helmet. So he'll be first. Runner on has been Giebelhausen. Will pinch hit for the Canes. And that will be greeted with a happy Canes crowd as 14 steps in, looking to keep these final 3 outs alive. Thanks to righty and Riggs Scott. Wincop will be the runner off first. Comes inside, Giebelhausen puts it down the line. Foul by just a couple of inches. It was almost step in, one swing. How you doing, Mr. Ben? And this is a good moment for everyone getting excited. A little bit of a moment to see what 14 can bring to the table. Man, can't ask for much of a better swing than that first one. See if Scott attacks the strike zone again, 0-1. There goes Wincop, comes up and in, goes over the head of Giebelhausen. Makes it 1-1. 1-1 delivery from Scott. Fouled off, 1-2. Man, you can tell he's close from grabbing one and depositing it into left field because he is early. Just got to find it. 1-2. Scott comes set. Takes a step off the rubber. One, two. Off speed. Inside just misses, 2 apiece. Two delivery from Scott. Off speed fouled back. Ben stays alive. Sanders drops the bat to retrieve the ball. C stands in the on deck circle. Scott comes set, 2-2 delivery. Fastball swing and miss. Strikeout for out number 1 for Riggs Scott.
Designated hitter, Cooper Sanders.
Coop Sanders. What could definitely be his final AB for the Canes baseball team. Chance to let it ride. 0-0 with 1 out. Delivery from Scott. Off speed comes in and hits him. And back-to-back ABs. Sanders takes one to his body.
Has he been hit twice?
A senior with his chance to get a swing, and he gets hit with a baseball back-to-back times. And they'll grab a pitch runner on first and get a round of applause from the Canes faithful here in the 7th. As everyone here knows what a bright future that kid's got donning a Furman football jersey in his near future. Nothing for Tanner Smith. – 1-0 with 2 on, 1 out. Can't find the outside half of the plate. 2-0 now to Smith. Ty Davis stands on deck as now Austin Vincent will stand on deck. Up and away, 3-0, and Austin Vincent could have himself a bases loaded situation. And what a moment that kid deserves for the way he has thrown the baseball for the blue and gold. Canes faithful, restless, as Flora will move Scott off the rubber and bring in another arm. We come back, we'll talk a little bit more about it with 1 out here in the 7th in Piedmont. back here in Piedmont. New pitcher on the rubber, Joe Ray for the Falcons from AC Flora. 3-0 count for Tanner Smith with one out here in the 7th. Austin Vinson looming on deck for the Canes. Fastball. Same spot Cooper Sanders struck out earlier tonight on. Strike gets called again. 3-1. Comes inside. Ground ball to third. Gets through a hole. Runners will stay where they are. Bases loaded. One out for AV. And the faithful will stand because they know this guy deserves the AB that he's about to get.
Austin Benson now batting for the
Nothing. Bases loaded for the man who usually toes the rubber and does it well for the Canes. With one out, he'll have his chance to have a moment with the bat in his hand. Delivery as it's skied into the air and a collective groan. The second baseman makes the play for out number 2. And Lucas Volkmer will be in charge of the final out of the night. Can Volkmer keep the Canes alive here in the 7th? Joe Ray, the right-hander, trying to send the Falcons to the state championship from AC Flora. This is outside, 1-0. Volkmer grabs one, lifts it to left field. And it hits the wall, takes a bounce, and the Canes will score 2. Put them on second and third. Volkmer scores 2 in the 7th to make it 13-4. Oh, I thought we were close to a grand slam from Lucas Volkmer.
Hey, let's go, 8.
2 outs. Gage Knighton trying to keep the train rolling. No faith lost on the home side.
Now fielder Gage Knighton.
Righty on righty. Knighton steps into the box looking to score 2 more. Osby comes up top 1-0.
Hey, let's go.
Knighton grabs one, lifts it to left as well. Left fielder makes the play for out number 3, and the Flora Falcons come on the road and secure their spot in the 4A state championship. Of course, what an amazing season for the Canes and all these seniors. And, of course, made this program better each and every year, every game. As always, we thank you for tuning in and watching these guys play the game that they love. Sorry we couldn't be more part of it this year, but